Okay, so I think we can start today's session, and so we are going to discuss about this topic about like improving the portfolio of yours. Okay, so that is the main topic that we are going to discuss. And last week we have been discussing about the Docker, and we have tried to set up Docker on our computer, and then tried the Docker file, then Docker Compose, all those stuff. Okay, so this week we will be like working on the portfolio stuff. Okay, and by the way, there is a new feature in Discord. Maybe I can just show you that. So this was one of the features that I really liked about, because in order to discuss in a voice channel, uh, there is no text chat. Actually, there is no text based chat, only the voice chatting, right? So currently Discord is introducing a chat option. So when you just go through this voice channel, you can find an option called open chat. Then you can see this chat. Okay, so just open this chat, and if you have any questions or something, maybe you can either put that question here on the text chat, or you can just ask. Okay, so in the RDLP discussion channel, we can mainly use for like announcement, or like some doubts clarification or something like that. Okay, so let me just move it. Okay, so the main agenda of today's topic is like, while you doing this course, you have to improve. You have to keep on improving your portfolio to get hired, or to get an internship opportunity, or to get a research opportunity, or like to get to start a company, like a startup or something. Okay, so these are the intentions, right? So when I talk to you, what I understood was, mostly people, course members are like interested to get a job, or like to do a project, or to get an internship, or for higher studies, or like getting PhD or something. So these are some of the reason why you joined in this course, right? So that's why I included this topic, because from the beginning itself, we have to keep on improving your portfolio in order to get hired, or get a good opportunity in ROS. Okay, so along with learning ROS, you have to do some kind of marketing of yourself to get these stuff. Okay, so in this chapter we will be like going through these subtopics, like how to use LinkedIn effectively. It's mainly about some of my experiences, like how I am using LinkedIn. Okay, to get projects, or to get latest updates in ROS and robotics. Okay, and then how to create a portfolio in GitHub, so which is one of the important part of our course. Then of course the YouTube channel. So how to start your own YouTube channel. I guess you know how to start, but how to structure it, what are the contents you have to post, all those stuff. Then one of the important stuff, like how to create a personal website. Okay, like for me, I can show you my website. It's not completely updated. Just a second. If you just search for Lentin Joseph, you can find the website from here. Okay, so which is basically lentinjoseph.com. Okay, from that I have just mentioned about my experiences, and some of my portfolios. Okay, but it's not updated. I have to update it anyway. Okay, and then also that is like a portfolio kind of thing, portfolio website. And also the blog. Okay, currently I am actually making RoboAcademy as the blog, so you may have visited the RoboAcademy once. Okay, so this is actually kind of a blog, but I'm keeping the course related stuff, and also you can find some tutorials. Like I'm not usually updating with the tutorial because of the lack of time. So you can find simple tutorials from the Robo Academy. So that is actually the blog. Okay, so I will talk about the importance of having a blog and a website. Okay, and then the important stuff, that is the open source project. Okay, so why I am including open source projects or collaboration with open source project in our course, I will be talking about that. Okay, so maybe I can start from the GitHub. Okay, before starting with the LinkedIn, I can start the GitHub. So maybe I can just share some of the GitHub profile for a reference. Okay, so I hope you can able to see this from the text chat. Okay, so these are some of the reference. Okay, and of course from France profile, which is also a reference. Just a second. Yeah. Okay, so you can keep these three references, and you can work on creating a GitHub profile like this. Okay, so maybe I can start with an example. So here is Raffaello. He is actually working in NVIDIA. He's my friend. He actually, very passionate on ROS robotics, and he's currently serving for NVIDIA, but as a hobby, he creating like the projects like Panther, NanoSource. These all are based on ROS and NVIDIA stuff. Okay, so we can first see his GitHub profile. Okay, so if you check, you can find the photo is updated, and there is a sponsor button, which is like if someone want to sponsor you for your projects, open source projects, then they can do that. And then there is a nice title. What are the things that Raffaello doing, and the website, his Twitter handle, then the sponsors, and the organization that is working. Okay, so all this stuff. And if you see this, if you check some of your GitHub profile, it may not be there, this section. Okay, this section may not be there. So this is actually a repository. Maybe I can show you that. So this is actually the repository, okay, which is showing in front of the GitHub profile. Okay, so basically, if you create a repository which is having the same name of your GitHub profile. For example, his GitHub profile name is RBONGHI. Okay, so in order to get a view like this, what you have to do is you have to create a repository on GitHub, and then you have to add a readme.md file. Okay, so whatever you fill on this readme.md file will be reflecting here. So this is actually a new feature. It's not very new, like it was there like one or 2 years, but the advantage is that like if someone takes your GitHub profile, they can immediately navigate to your website, Twitter, and all the social media, and they will get an idea about your background and also the popular project that you have done. Okay, so you can see the readme.md file. If you check the raw file, this is the readme.md file. Okay, so I hope you are aware of the .md markdown format, markdown editor, or markdown if you just search for Markdown GitHub, you will get a lot of tutorials to how to write a Markdown file. Okay, it's very simple. It's like in order to mention a title, you have to mention hash with a space. This is a heading 2. So like that, there is a syntax. Okay, so from this example, you may can find like this is a subheading H2. Okay, heading 2. So you can find a heading like this. Okay, and if you put double star, it will be like bold. Okay, so like this is the first step you have to do, like create a readme.md file. Okay, and you can mention your like the social media pages and the projects and everything. Okay, and also maybe I can show you some of the students that actually done this. I mean the first course students. Okay, RDLP 1.0. So this was one of the profile that done by the course member. Okay, so you can find like these are his expertise, and these are the languages and some of the projects. Okay, so you can find the repository from here. Okay, the readme is here. Okay, so yeah, and another example is from France. So here you can find some thumbnail. Okay, so whatever you can do with the readme file, you can do I mean you can put that in this repo as well. Okay, so you can insert GIF file, then this kind of tables. Okay, so this is his repository. Okay, I'm just sharing it. I will mention these links in the notes as well. Okay, and also there are other example from Jerin. So you can find Jerin's readme.md. It's very basic, but he's mentioning everything on his profile. Okay, so this is a good practice. So just make sure you have included your own repository with the readme.md file. Okay, it's very easy to do. Like you know how to start a repository, right? So from here you can start a new repository and give the name of the repository as the name of your GitHub profile or GitHub user ID. Then I mean you can do it from the GitHub itself. Let me try. Okay, so I'm just creating the repository, and you can see it's a special repository that you can use to add readme.md. Okay, and I'm just adding a readme.md and creating the repository. Okay, and the good thing is about the GitHub is that you can even edit the code from the GitHub itself, but it's not a good practice. But for the readme, it is fine. Okay, so here you can see the readme.md, and this is the preview. Okay, so I'm just adding like a title, Rob Academy. Okay, and I'm just uncommenting this, and then I'm just giving a preview, so you can find this much of stuff. Okay, and then if you're doing from the GitHub, you can just do a commit directly to the main branch. Okay, and then it's got committed. And then if I take my Rob Academy profile, you can find this. So it's very easy to do. Okay, so this is what I am suggesting to you. Like in order to change it, you can just delete and then commit it again. Okay, so if you are lazy to do the git clone and also git push or something, you can simply do it from here. Okay, Okay, so that is the first thing that I have to mention about the GitHub. Okay, the second thing is following the best projects and people on GitHub. Okay, so there are many projects, open source projects in related to ROS, robotics, and OpenCV. Lot of projects available in GitHub. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to follow the people. So there is an option to follow. So here, if you press this button, okay, you will get this option. It's like a kind of social media. I hope you may have seen this. So these are the updates from the people that I am following. Okay, so here I can see Steve. Steve is actually the creator of ROS2 navigation stack. So he starred. Okay, I think you know about the starring, right? It's like liking. Okay, so when I press this, it's a star. Okay, so so from this update, even I don't need to go to this repository. I can start it from here. Okay, and this is France, and he also starred 3 repositories. Okay, it's related to NVIDIA Isaac ROS tutorial. And this is Raffaello. Okay, he is also like working on something, the same thing that Steve did. Okay, so these all are the updates. Okay, so if you just star some of the projects, then or if you watch it, there is an option called watch, right? So whatever happening in that repository, you can see the update. Okay, so yeah, so this is the GitHub is like a social media kind of thing. Okay, so you will get updates and from others. So for example, if I want to follow FJP, then yeah, I'm already following this. Okay, I am already following this. So in this tab, like for you, so I will get update from the people that I'm following, or I think yeah, it's like I think it's of people that I think they are following. This is what I am following. Yeah, I actually following Steve. So yeah, I am getting update. So this is what I think France is following me as well. Okay, so I think I'm getting a different update from France, those who are following me. Okay, so the updates are for those who are following and those who follow me. Okay, and yeah, so this is about the social media stuff inside the GitHub. Okay, and then the finding the projects related to ROS. So if you just go through, like for example, ROS wiki. So I didn't discuss about ROS wiki before, but if you just go through some tutorials or something, some packages, maybe ROS navigation. Okay, and then you can able to find the GitHub link of that. Okay, and then if you want to get updates, what you have to do is star. Okay, then watch it. Okay, and also on the side you can find the contributors. Okay, so this is the this is one of the important stuff. This is like following the people on social media. So you can find many prominent people like Mike. He's very active in ROS environment or ROS ecosystem. And David Liu, he's the creator of ROS navigation stack. So you can simply follow them. So you will get a lot of updates from them. Okay, I'm actually following David. Okay, and you can see the readme.md as well. Okay, most of the people are doing it. So from here, the advantage is that you will get connections. Okay, so Enric is actually a ROS author. He's very experienced. He is the author of Learning ROS for Robotics Programming, which is one of the first ROS books. And currently he's working on the Clear Path Robotics. Okay, so that's why, like, from GitHub itself we can create connections by following them and following their works. Okay, and yeah, and another advantage of like following these people is that we will get an idea about their projects, right? And in order to make a connection with them, you can either do a contribution to their projects. For example, if I'm working on some navigation project, and if I'm making as open source, and if you are contributing into this project, then we will get to know each other, right? Like somehow I will get to know about you. Okay, then only I will accept the changes, right? So that's how we are creating connection, and at some point of time we can, I mean, directly contact them. Okay, so I am actually creating connections through like social media, then LinkedIn, then GitHub, and also like meeting people while maybe on conferences like ROSCON or ICRA or something like that. So these connections definitely help me for getting projects. For example, I'm actually looking for another project now. I completed this month I will complete one project, and then I need to switch to another project. So I just asked to one of my colleague. I mean, he's not like, I mean, not a close friend, but I know Victor from 2014. Maybe I can show you his profile. Yeah. So Victor is very talented in the ROS domain, and also the entire robotics. So I just messaged Victor and regarding the project, and immediately he gave me another connection. Okay, so that's why the advantage of having connections. Okay, so you can create this connection from LinkedIn, you can create connection from GitHub, then I mean, you can meet people in conferences and all. Okay, so he's very experienced. You can see his profile. He's the founder of several startups. Okay, I hope you know Victor. He's the CEO of Accutronics, then Earler Robotics, and also, yeah, he did a research internship in open robotics. So like that, he's very experienced. Okay, even I mean, me and Victor is in same age group, but he's very experienced than me. Okay, so having these connections will definitely worth. Okay, and these kind of GitHub, this stuff will definitely help you to create a connection and also getting job. Okay, yes. So that is the importance of maintaining a good profile in GitHub. Okay, and having a good README on the profile itself. Okay, and did you see these thing? The I mean, I don't know how many of you are aware of these badges or these metric. Okay, this actually matters. Okay, so what this shows is that your contribution to the GitHub, in the GitHub. Okay, for example, if I am like contributing or like some pushing something on GitHub, that will be show here like a green mark. So based on the contribution, number of contribution, this green will be intense. For example, here is 4 contribution and here is 8 contribution. So you can see the difference. The green color is somewhat intense, and here is 2 contribution. Okay, so do you want to see some people contribution? You can see Steve contribution is very, I mean, it's this indicates that Steve is very active in GitHub, and that indicates that Steve knows programming, and he's very active in the community, right? So these things are very, very important. Like if you are keep on contributing to some of your projects or some of the open source projects, these metrics will definitely create an impression. So here, look at the Fran's contribution, okay? And it's not only 2022. If you check 2021, you can see his contribution here, okay? So the recruiter will get an idea how good he is, okay? You can see he contributed to many open source projects like ROS Planning, ROS Industrial, ROS Mobile Robot. That is the organization that he created, and ROS Control, right? So if someone want to hire Franz, I think they will obviously do the hire him because of the work that he has done, okay? Yes, so that is about the GitHub, and now I am just going back to the YouTube channel, okay? Maybe I can explain with these guys' YouTube channels, okay? So creating a YouTube channel, what I am intending is that it's not like getting a lot of subscribers or like making money from YouTube, not like that. Like if you do something or maybe about robotics or ROS or some projects, you can just screen record some of the aspect of your project, maybe the hardware or some of the software side, and then you can put in YouTube, okay, with a good heading, okay? So the advantage is that someone will get benefit from that, and also there is another chance like someone can hire you as well, okay? Because I just started with a blog called Technolabs. I'm not sure it is alive, but let me check. Maybe it will be alive. Yeah, so this was my blog. I started in 2012, and the main intention was like sharing the tutorial, then yeah, mainly about ROS, programming, electronics, Linux, all those stuff that I'm interested in. And there is a YouTube channel as well. It's very, not in a good shape, but I can still show you. Like if you search for Linton Joseph, it's actually recorded using mobile camera. Yeah, it's very bad actually, but you can just see these tutorial that I created, ROS tutorial before 9 years ago. It's like 2012 or something. So at that time it was
Hi guys, today I'm going to
ROS, no, I forgot the version, electric, I guess. So yeah, so the advantage is that if you create a tutorial or something, someone will get to know about you. For example, if someone watches your video, they may search about you in the About tab. Okay, so you can fill up this About tab with all your project links and everything. Then they will reach out to you. So like this, I got a lot of projects while I am working. I was working in a company called Asimo Robotics. That was my first company. And then in parallel with that, I used to do some freelance project as well. So because of this blog, I got a lot of enquiries. Okay, so initially one of the issues, when you start doing something, you should need some motivation, right? Motivation. So when you start, you will get motivated, you will have that enthusiasm, but over the time that motivation will lose because of many reasons. Okay, like you join in a course. For example, I have started a channel called Motivation Channel. Why? Because people will join to the course and they will be very enthusiastic, and after few months they will lose that energy, and then they will be like very passive. Okay, like that, when you start a YouTube channel or a blog, the motivation will start losing. Okay, so in order to get motivated, this should give some rewards, right? In form of money or some recognition or something like that, right? So in order to earn money from the blog, what I did was I just started putting ads on the blog. Okay, ads on the blog, and the ad revenue is very very low, but I mean, when people visit my blog, I will get very minute amount of, I mean, maybe $0.001 or something like that. So one of my friends suggested me, like, instead of adding ads, you can improve the quality of the blog. Okay, then you will get lot of projects from the blog itself. Okay, so it was a difficult decision because this blog doesn't give me anything, like if I remove the ads. Okay, and I just started writing quality stuff. Okay, then the miracle just started because I used to get a lot of projects, freelance project, one from Australia, one from India. I mean, multiple projects, and I was getting money that is actually more I mean, less, not less, that is more than that I'm getting from the company. So you can imagine, like, even if I'm doing one or two projects in a month, I was getting more money than I'm getting from the company. Okay, so it's all just happened from this blog. Okay, and the first invitation for writing a book actually coming from this blog as well. Okay, so you can see the importance of having a blog, also like a YouTube channel. Okay, it's not like very well maintained. It's like just keep on posting your updates and give a nice title. Okay, so I just want to give an example, that is Franz Butcher. So he was the RDLP 1.0 student. Okay, so you can see his YouTube channel, and he actually posted the projects. I mean, these all projects are actually done in RDLP 1.0. You can see the Rose Turtle, Pong. So I also like insisted them to post this video in YouTube. Okay, and you can find RQT, all his projects. Okay, and also how he built the diff bot. Okay, the simulation, then navigation. Okay, all this stuff, and you can find these videos doesn't have much views. Okay, one of the reason is he didn't do much marketing, like he didn't share it in social media or something, because he's working full time in a company, and these things are his hobby only. Okay, and but even if it is a hobby, he done this video at the end of the course. He actually created very nice videos for the project. This is the diffboard project, and you can see the simulation video. I mean, not the simulation, it's like a product video that he created. Okay, and this is the project that he did as a part of RDLP 1.0. So you can find I mean, his work, and you can reach out to him through I mean, the links that he's mentioned. Okay, so that's what the advantage is. Okay, yes, and also I just want to show you his YouTube channel. He used to post about his work. Just a second. Yeah, he's the guy. So you can find his project, that is Nanoceros, and yeah, it's not very, very nicely done videos, but you will get something from his video. Okay, so that's why the YouTube channel, and give some good caption. Okay, I think these captions are not very good, but you can give nice caption and also give some good description, especially your portfolio, like links to LinkedIn, which is actually very good, because one of the property of LinkedIn is if someone visit your LinkedIn profile, then you will get a notification, right? So you can put your LinkedIn or something that you can track. Okay, so you will get to know the how many people are visiting your profile. Okay, yes, so that is the YouTube thing. You can simply start and just keep posting your updates, project updates on YouTube. Okay, and now I'm again going back to GitHub. So just want to show you how to start with a project and then how to organize it. Okay, this is also very important. So maybe I can just show you using France projects. Okay, so he's having more than repositories, and maybe we can start it from his projects. Yeah, I can give the simple example like this. Okay, so this is how we are organizing a GitHub repository. This is very important. This is very, very important, because imagine you are looking for a project. You are looking for some kind of project, and you need the source code. Okay, you need the source code. So you found a project, but if it doesn't have proper documentation or installation instruction, you will get frustrated, right? Because you don't know how to build it, right? So that's why the readme.md in every repository matters. Okay, so this is a very simple project. I'm not saying the the coding is simple, but the concept is very simple, like turtle ping pong, right? Like these left and right turtle is like a bat, and this turtle is like kind of ball. Okay, so he implemented this turtle pong game using turtle sim in ROS. Okay, and he actually give a nice title, then a GIF file, and then there is a detailed documentation as well as like how to build this project and how to run it, and the node graph, how these nodes are communicating, and what are the things that need to implement to do kind of stuff. And there is a YouTube video. Okay, so this is some of the this project is one of the example, or you can visit FJP GitHub profile, so you can find how he organized all this project. Okay, and if you check the diffbot project, you can find how big is the documentation. Okay, maybe I can just show you. So this is a last project he has done as a part of the course. So you can see how big is the documentation. Okay, so he actually mentioned how to set up the simulation for diffbot, then how to create the actual hardware. He mentioned all the parts, then he mentioned the circuit. Okay, then he actually mentioned the acknowledgement. So you can see the ROS course, and then so these are the references. Okay, so I'm just giving this for a reference. Okay, so you can follow this approach. Okay, so everyone can be benefited from your projects. Otherwise, if you create a project without much documentation, then it will not create much value. Okay, so documentation actually matters. Okay, so this is one thing I have to talk about, the GitHub projects that we are going to do. Okay. So the next thing is about the website and blog. So I have talked about, I mean, the blog and website a little. So that is the next thing that I want to like discuss. So if you have some money, I will say you can buy a domain. Okay, maybe I can just show you, like there is a website called Domain Typer. Okay, so the intention is that buy a domain with your name. Okay, you know what is a domain is. Domain is the website name. Okay, so here the domain is technolabs.com. Okay, so just type your name. Okay, maybe for example I am giving or I am just typing Archid. Okay, Archid, I'm not I don't know his full name, but maybe Archid Robotics. Okay, something like that. Okay, so this website saying yes, this domain is available. Okay, so you can simply buy this domain. I mean, for an year it is like 500 rupees or something like that. So if you just search about my name, you can find this .com is taken. Okay, so you can just find a domain. Okay, and then you can start creating a website. Okay, I can show you how to create a website for free. Okay, so that I will get back. But the importance is that if you have a portfolio or like a website for you in your name, then the advantage is that if someone types your name on Google, then you can find this website will come. Okay, and that is actually important. And actually Google is indexed my profile because of the books. Okay, because in the books my author details will be there. So the book details, because of the book details in Google Books and all, the profile is updated, and also the LinkedIn will come up, and also your name. Okay, and if you're lucky, for example, if you look at my name, it's like Lyndon Joseph, which is not a very common name, right? But if it is like I mean, if it is a common name, then there will be other persons as well. Okay, so if I search Tarun Srinivas, okay, I think it's not very common, right? So if I'm searching it, we can see what are the things that we get. Okay, I think the spelling is Tarun. Yeah, I mean, Tarun, is the spelling is correct? I'm not sure you are hearing it. Okay, anyway, like if you search it, then you are getting something, right? So firstly it will go to the LinkedIn, but if you have a domain with your name, then it will come. Okay,
So,
Tarun.
sorry to interrupt. Yes, the spelling is correct, sir. I was in mute.
Okay,
Sorry.
so maybe I can just enter it again. Tarun Srinivas. Okay, so yeah, this is your profile. Yeah. Okay, so when we enter his name, then we can see his interest from the Google Scholar. Okay, you can find, and then some other information. Okay, so if you have your website like Tarun Srinivas or some kind of thing with your name, then that will also pop up. Okay, and also in order to get Google indexing, if you work with the Google website, for example, the Google Scholar or like Blogger, okay, So Blogger is one of the platform for blogging. Okay, so which is free, and this is actually hosted in Blogger. Okay, so if you have a Blogger presence, then your name will be coming while typing in Google. Okay, so these are some of the methods to improve your internet visibility. Okay, and that actually matters. Okay, so what I'm trying to mention is that, like, how to create a website in your name. I mean, on with your domain name. Okay, so first thing is like buying the domain. Okay, you can buy maybe lintonjoseph.com or tarun3srinivas.com, and after that you can create a website and host it for free in GitHub itself. Okay, so in order to create a website, there are these procedure. First, to buy a domain, then you have to buy a hosting space in which, in that place, we are hosting your website. Okay, so the things are getting easier when we have a GitHub account. In GitHub, you can host a website. Okay, you can host a website, a static website. Okay, so I can give some examples. Okay, so you can just have a look onto it. So let me check. I think this is hosted in GitHub. Okay, so this is actually a website in his name. Okay, he's very famous, David Liu, and you can find this repository from here. Let's see, he actually having the source code. Okay, I think this one I need to check. Yeah, I need to check, because maybe I can share the example from France account. Yeah, also this. Let me share just a second. Yeah, this one. So this is another website which is actually hosted in GitHub. Okay, and you can find, you can do almost all the stuff here, and you can find this source code. Let me check. The source code will be there somehow. Nanosaurus website. If you just search in his repository, you can find this. Yeah, so this is one website that is having. Yeah, so this is his personal website, and this is the source code. Okay, so I'm just saying, like, you can host your website or as a GitHub repository. Okay, and you can point out a domain that you have bought into this repository. Okay, so I will share some tutorials, and as an example, maybe I can show it from RoboAcademy. Basically, in the RoboAcademy GitHub, I have hosted a website called ROS Robots, which is for one of my book. So if you just go to this website, okay, so this website is hosted on GitHub. Okay, so this is the source code. Okay, so I'm not discussing the tutorial. Okay, but if you just search about like hosting a website on GitHub, you will find many tutorials. Okay, there is a thing called GitHub Pages. Okay, so that's what we are using. Okay, so you can easily create a GitHub based website, okay, without paying any money. Okay, so this is one thing that you have to do, but maybe if it is taking time, then just focus on updating your front page of your GitHub, just the home page. Okay, so that is about the website. Like basically you can create a website using a GitHub repository. For that you have to buy a domain name, okay, and that is chargeable. And after that you can follow the instructions. I mean, there are many tutorials. This is from the official GitHub tutorials. Okay, you can try it. Okay, you can try it, it's not a big deal. So try to just start with a home page for yourself. Okay, so here you can see his projects. Okay, so if you work with NVIDIA Nano or NVIDIA TX2 or Savior, there is a tool called Jetson JTOP. Okay, I'm not sure how many of you use JTOP. I was working with Nano today, so I was using it. So that the author of that tool is Raffaello. Okay, so the Jetson Stat is basically a process monitoring tool. So it can monitor CPU, GPU, memory, temperature, all those stuff, and which is dedicated for NVIDIA baseboard. Okay, you can find it. You can simply install the Jetson Stat using pip. Okay, and again, if you check the documentation of this project, I mean, it's very straightforward, right? Everything is there. There is a badge for I mean, the number of downloads. Then yeah, I mean, almost all the stuff he mentioned in his project. Okay, yes. So that is about the portfolio thing. So this is also, my website is also hosted in GitHub. Okay, so I think we can host only one website per GitHub account. Okay, if you want to host multiple GitHub based website, you have to create a new one. Okay, that is again very easy to create. Okay, so that is about, and now I'm just going to the blog. So what is the importance of blogging? So that is what I'm going to share. So I just shared some of the aspect, right, about the blogging and the benefit I got. And I just want to share one of my connection. His blog is called Automatic Edison. I'm not sure how many of you visited this website. Okay, and I know him. I know him. He's connected me in LinkedIn, and we are planning to collaborate in some projects as well in future. So this is one of the website that you can take as a reference. This guy, he's very experienced. Okay, and he's actually investing time for documenting stuff on ROS 1, ROS 2, then I mean mostly about robotics. Okay, and he's doing in a very nice way. The step-by-step instructions and everything is there. Okay, and the importance is that if you just create tutorials or something that you are learning, maybe if you learn today something about ROS or something, you can just document it like I did in Technolabs. Okay, and the importance is that the visitors. Okay, so I was not active in this blog from 2014, but it's getting like 9 lakh total page views. Okay, so 9 lakh, at least maybe 6 lakh people visited this website. Okay, and he's having like 40,000 or 50,000 views per month, or I mean, he's yeah, it's like 50,000 unique visitors per month. So Can you imagine? Like 50,000 visitors. Actually, it is less. It is like an average count. But if 50,000 people are knowing about you per month, then just think about the opportunities. Think about the scope. Like whenever a person visit this website, they can see his LinkedIn profile, then this page and everything. Okay, so mostly, I mean, there is a chance to get connected, or it can like turn out to like a project, or like, I mean, anything it can have. So that is the importance of blogging. Okay, you can blog about the stuff that you are learning. Okay, and it may not be like very serious stuff. Okay, even people need the basic stuff. Okay, so you can start blogging, and there is a chance to like mention about you. Okay, so people will visit that, and also it's like a what the community kind of stuff. Like if you contribute the tutorial, then others can also see it, and they will know about the things that you are blogging. Okay, so in order to start blogging, the best option will be a thing called WordPress. Okay, WordPress. So I'm using actually WordPress for the Robo Academy. Okay, but I'm actually doing it a paid basis. Okay, what I'm doing is I am actually hosting this WordPress in a thing called AWS Light Sale. Okay, just understand this. Okay, if you need it, then you will get tutorials about it. So Light Sale is actually a service providing by AWS, Amazon Web Service, and in this there are some packages, and you can host a WordPress website. Okay, and the advantage is that, imagine your website is getting a lot of visitors. Okay, then the Light Sale can increase the servers for handling that traffic. Okay, also you can host your WordPress website in the wordpress.com site as well. Okay, you can also start it for free as well. Okay, but the problem is, if you start a blog with a free domain, it will be like lintonjoseph.wordpress.com. Okay, but if you want to do as a personal thing, then there are like personal use, it's like 160 per month. Okay, it's very cheap actually. Okay, so if you need a basic website or blog in WordPress, you can select any of this. Okay, so I think the 160 per month will be like not a big deal, right? It's like 2000 per year mostly, right? So you can start a blog. Okay, and so this is one option to start a blog. And another popular blogging is medium.com. I hope you have heard about the Medium. So Medium, the problem is that the domain, you will not you can make it as a private domain like technolabs.com or roboacademy.com. It should be like in the Medium domain. Okay, so you can start an account, and then you can start writing, but it is also having a lot of indexing in the Google search engine. Okay, so one of the good thing about Medium is that it's very simple and looks good. Okay, so you can see here it's mainly focusing on the text, but you can insert media and all. Okay, and this is also free. Okay, so Medium is another way of writing blogs. So you can just start writing some of the things that you are learning each day. Okay, again the motivation actually matters, but just think like this, you will get maybe an unexpected opportunity from these blogs. Okay, so make sure you are mentioning the contact details correctly. Okay, because if someone want to contact you, if there is a contact form or something, then they can immediately contact, and also you can mention your portfolio and all the stuff. Okay, so this will definitely worth it. I mean, you will get a big job or like a big project unexpectedly because of these blogs. Okay, that can happen. So that is the importance of blogs. And what's next? Yeah, so the next thing is the LinkedIn. Okay, so LinkedIn, the professional network. I'm not sure how many of you using LinkedIn effectively. It's actually a very, I mean, very useful stuff for getting, especially job and getting connected. So basically, from my experience, I used to get a lot of project requirement from LinkedIn. Okay, because even I'm not refer my profile as a fully filled profile, but just update all the things that you work with, the education, the job experience, then the skills, then all this stuff you can mention. You can just update your LinkedIn profile with all the stuff. Okay, I mean, complete your LinkedIn profile. That is the first step. Okay, then add a nice the profile pic. I need to change this profile pic, so then the cover pic and everything you can just update it, and then start following people. Okay, start following people, and then the companies. Okay, and so the good thing is that if I follow some people from the community, for the ROS community, they will like, for example, here he is actually the research assistant at the University of Maryland, for example. So he liked this post. Okay, then I can see this, right? So if you have many connections who are having, who is working on some big stuff, then you will also get to know about this. Here Trushant actually liked this, so I can see these codes, right? So that's what the importance is. And also some of the things are like, if you are interested in some post, then just like it. Okay, like and even share it, so that also increase your visibility. Because, for example, if I posted something on LinkedIn and if you like that, then I will check your profile. It's actually a social media stuff, right? So that is also happening in LinkedIn. Okay, so if I am liking some post or commenting some stuff on some important contact that you have, then they will get to know about you, and there is a chance for, like, starting a connection. Okay, so yeah, so that's how we are establishing connecting connection in LinkedIn, which is very effective for me actually. Okay, for my projects, people will message me and I will check their profile and then start a meeting. Okay, in LinkedIn, you can start a video meeting now. Okay, then you can start talking. Okay, and also just follow the groups. Here there are some groups like ROS India, then the tags. Okay, you can follow these tags. Okay, so rather than spending time in Instagram or Facebook, maybe LinkedIn may worth for you. Okay, so LinkedIn will be good. And also I prefer Twitter. Okay, Twitter is also giving me good result, but I don't know, I'm not very active in Twitter, but I found that Twitter is also effective. Okay, because especially open robotics, ROS related stuff are very updated in Twitter. Okay, so I have a lot of account actually. Let me try. Okay, so yeah, so that is that is importance of using LinkedIn, and also there is an option for following. So if you don't want to add that person to the network, just to follow, there is an option. And update your CV, and also the title actually matters. For example, if you are looking for an internship, you can change this title. Okay, so the importance of this title is that, maybe I can just show you that. So if I just check a profile, okay, maybe if I see a profile, I can see the first line of that profile, right? If you check, if you see any profile, I can see the first letter. So if you are looking for an internship, you can just mention looking for a ROS internship, something like that. So it's like a catching sentence, so that people can hire you. Okay, so that is what one of the things that you have to do. Like, no need to like mention your requirement. Like, if you are searching for a job, then you can mention it. And nowadays, like, people are like posting for the open to work thing. Like, if you are planning to switch jobs, or looking for opportunities, you can post it in LinkedIn. Okay, and so these are the main stuff. And keep on increasing your LinkedIn presence. I actually got a lot of followers because of the book, currently like 11,000 followers. I think these will actually converted into business, because if I post something on LinkedIn, mainly like book related stuff, then these people will see, and then it can convert to a sale, right? And they can also, like, if they like my post, then their network will sees, and there is an option to see the reach of each post. So I'm actually teaching you some kind of marketing, because marketing is also an important stuff to get get the things done. For example, if you want to get hired, you have to do some kind of marketing, and then only you will get a job. Okay, so here, when I posted these book related stuff, there are 208 people liked it. Then these 208 people having, that update will be showing in their profile, in their contacts, and so you can see 14,000 views actually got. Okay, so that is actually huge, right? So these kind of reach actually matters. Okay, or if you don't have anything to post, I will say, like, just post something related to robotics, or like some good videos. Okay, so that will also help. Okay, so like, I don't have anything to post, so when I see Open Robotics 10th birthday, I just shared it. Okay, so like 53 people actually liked it. Okay, so their contact will see my profile. Okay, so for the book, for the ROS for Absolute Beginners second edition, it actually reached 20,000 views and 314 likes. Okay, so that's how, like, we can increase the reach. Okay, and so these are some of the techniques that I'm using. And even I used to post some like some videos from Boston Dynamics and all. So this is the video that I posted, and I can just show you that, just a second. So one of my Boston Dynamics video got like a lot of likes and all. Not this, in some, yeah, so these kind of thing actually help you. Just a second. Yeah, I think it's too old, but it was like a lot of views and all. So I was just amazed by the reach. Okay, yeah, so I just mentioned, so you can post it, you can post your updates or like latest news in LinkedIn. Okay, so people will visit your website, especially when you are looking for an opportunity. Okay, if you are looking for internship, maybe you can just post something related to things that you are doing. Okay, even if it is simple, like some of the people that I have, those are in my network, they started like 100 days with ROS, or like 365 days with ROS, or 10 days with ROS, or something like that. And if you just keep on posting it, then people will visit. Okay, and make sure you have added the hashtags. Okay. Yes. So the last thing, maybe regarding the open source contribution, maybe I can discuss tomorrow. Okay. So I think we can just conclude for today, and let me know if you have any questions regarding the marketing stuff. In the job market or in the robotics domain, I will say we are actually a commodity, right? We are actually a commodity, so we have to market ourselves. I mean, it may not be like a big marketing stuff or something, but we have to do basic marketing. And then even if you get a job, you can keep on posting something to improve your and the overall web presence. Okay. Okay, guys. So it's a time for Q&A. So let me know if you have any questions. Yeah, Trishant.
Regards the blog, you said like we can convert our learnings into blogs, but what if those learnings are already existing in forms of blogs? So is it okay to if it is something different, or should we not pursue it if it's same and already available on
It's
another
not a
network?
problem. It's not a problem, because if you take any blogs, most of the content will be available. For example, ROS installation. Okay, ROS installation.
Right.
I just created a post regarding the ROS installation. Okay, I can just show you that. So I just try to bring or like give some changes, or like add some value to the post. So what I did was, maybe I can show you that. What is ROS? Yeah, getting started with ROS Noitic. Okay, so let me share. So this post is basically about like discussing about what is ROS, then ROS Noitic, what are the difference between Noitic and Melodic. Okay, and then Python support, OpenCV version, installing it. Okay, and I just added a quick install method. Like if you just simply copy paste this line of code, you can install ROS Noitic. Okay, so, that is actually simply a script, shell script. Okay, so you can find the GitHub account from here, and then how to migrate, that's it. Okay, and you can find there is 22 stars. Okay, there are 3 fork, and I just mentioned the usage, tutorial video, and all. Okay, so
Right.
yeah, so that's how we are like creating the tutorials. And also, if you check the automatic addition blog, he's basically like taking the basic stuff maybe from the official documentation and put it in a very easier way. Okay, and the interesting thing is that while I was doing the techno labs, the main intention was like, when I work with the Ubuntu or OpenCV or ROS, I will get some issues, some issues, and I will solve it, and that solution will be putting as a blog post. Okay, so later when I get the same issue, I will do a Google search. Okay, then that Google search will give this result. Okay, so yeah, so
Right.
that these all are the interesting things. So if you have time, then you can just write it in detail. Otherwise, you can just do in a micro blogging kind of stuff. Like very straightforward. Like if you have an issue, then just put this line. Then later on, if you see that post again, you should able to understand that, or at least some of the people could able to understand the stuff. Okay, so this will definitely matters your presentation, because there are many tutorials for ROS and many books for ROS. So why this course relevant is like maybe the approach that I'm taking, the way I'm teaching, and the topics. So if you write your own tutorial for ROS, then there will be an audience for that tutorial. So no need to worry about the same stuff. Okay. Any other questions, guys? So I just want to say, like, no need to, I mean, if you are not a marketing kind of person, I will suggest you to start some kind of marketing, because that will definitely help you. It's not a waste of time. It's like increasing your visibility in internet. Nowadays, it's all the visibility and the connections matters. Okay, so so just aware of this stuff. Okay, and start I mean, improving your visibility. Yeah. Okay then, guys, so if you don't have any questions, then we can conclude. Yes, and tomorrow we will be discussing about the open source contribution, and then if we have time, then we will be discussing about the mechanical design and 3D modeling. Okay, I'm not an expert in this topic, but I can talk about the tools that we can use, and some of the I mean, tutorials that we can use to learn the CAD tools and all. Okay, I'm not sure about tomorrow. Maybe Sunday I have to postpone, because tomorrow I have a some other function. So yes, so maybe tomorrow or Sunday. Okay then, guys, I will announce the next class date. Okay, so thanks for attending. See you on next class, and just post if you have any questions. Okay then, bye everyone. Bye.
Good.